Welcome everybody to the Outdoor Gear and Review, where we review so you don't have to. Today we're going to be putting together this Ozark Trail 3-person dome tent. So stay tuned as we get this thing put together, and then we'll go over how easy it was and how well it holds up in the weather conditions. So we got the box open. You can see it come with the tent, those, and a bag of steaks, and the cover. This should be fun. Alright everybody, that was not too bad to set up. This is what it looks like without the top on it. Plenty of airflow. Very nice for a day like today where it's cloudy. Early fall. Definitely summer or spring. Not too bad at all for the price. Really big opening. We'll get this top on and we'll take a look inside and see how the seams and everything look. Alright guys, got the top on. As you can see, to identify the front, they have this extra pull for the little awning. This is the front part. It will slide through here and it will hook up to each side. Underneath here, through the little holes. And I'll get it on and show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we got this front part on. Takes a little wiggling, but it's not too awful bad. So here's what it looks like with the cover on it. Again, for 20, 30 bucks, I can't remember what I paid for it, but for a pretty cheap tent, it's not too bad. Just definitely do not use this in the winter, but not too bad of a tent. It should rain today. So we'll test out these lovely seams. And let's take a look inside. Does have a spot for your cell phone, car keys, whatever you need to store. The top of the tent. I believe these seams are definitely going to leak if we have a rain like we did yesterday. They do not seem like they have any sealant or protectant on them at all. So I'm pretty sure with a decent rain, it's going to pour in here like crazy. But we will see. We'll check on this thing later on. But pretty roomy in here. Definitely not a 3-person tent. I'm 5'11", 6 foot, and this thing stands about 3.5 foot tall. If I lay down in it vertically, my feet are almost to the end. You have enough room for your bag and maybe one kid or a small dog. But other than that, guys, this thing's definitely not a 3-person tent. So if you're alone or just with one kid, it'd be alright. But definitely not 3 adults. There is no way. Unless you're a very smaller person, it's not going to happen. Alright guys, we'll check back here in a little bit and see how this thing's doing after it's put under some rain. Alright guys, we had a little bit of a quick rainstorm go through. As you can tell from the outside, I'm actually impressed. The water beat it up pretty good on here and rolled right off. It wasn't a huge rain or very hard, but a light rain. So let's take a look at the inside and see if we had any leaks. One thing I do not like was zipping this thing up. This likes to get caught in your zipper pretty easy, and with it being a cheaper zipper, had quite the time zipping it up. But let's take a look. One thing I don't like is this. Drips right in your tent. So if this awning would have been out a little further to come out to at least cover your ground sheet, it'd have been a lot better. But it is a cheaper tent. So that's from me earlier. Other than the water from me opening the door, it has stayed really dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this overnight and see if we get a pretty decent rainstorm, and we'll check back in the morning to see how this thing holds out overnight. So I'll see you in the morning. Alright guys, it's been a couple days and this has been sitting out in the elements. It is still dry, even though we did get quite a bit of rain. The only problem with the issues I seen this leaking was here. As soon as you do try to get in a tent, down here the water puddles up really good at the base of the door. So other than that, it actually worked out a lot better than I was expecting it to. Like I said, unless you are a smaller person though, this thing will not fit 3 people. Possibly 1 person and a couple kids. But if you guys have a lot of gear, then it's definitely going to be crowded in this little thing. But it is really well ventilated. Other than that, kind of get what you get for the 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever it was. But worth the money if it's in the summertime or spring and you don't need a lot of room. But other than that, you might want to purchase something a little bit bigger. Alright guys, I hope this review helps. Hope you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and God bless.